go on the Twitters, and all of a sudden I see that Rampage Jackson's son, Raj, who is a MMA fighter in his own right, trained by his father, did a date at a wrestling event. And apparently he can't hold his emotions back, because I don't know if he's just a jughead or if he's got some testosterone boosters in his body, but this is not good at all. So let me pull up the first thing. Okay, so he is invited to this event. And I don't know if you guys have been I don't know if you guys have been to wrestling events, boxing events, MMA fights. I've never been to MMA, but I've been to boxing, I've been to wrestling, I've been to a bunch of that stuff. Okay, so this looks like this is sort of the backstage area. It's probably like a little facility that doesn't have a dressing room. It doesn't have anything. So they basically sanctioned an area off for the talent to go over their matches, to do whatever they do as far as getting ready for their match. Some guys is bullshit. Some guys are trying to learn the business. So it's just kind of it's a mix of people that have done it for a while and people that are brand new that are just trying to learn. So this Raja is in the backstage area, competent attitude. Look, he's all clutched up. He's got his fist down like this, all clutched up. The guy that is with the beard is one of his opponents, because I think it might have been a tag team match. Because, okay, so if somebody's not a trained wrestler and maybe they've got training in fighting, or they're a celebrity or something like that, they'll book them in like a tag team match or something where there's very minimal opportunity for them to be in the ring, to kind of dip their toes into the ring. So I don't know if they were going over the match and this guy is just completely being an a-hole. I don't know. So we're gonna check out this first clip.
Hell no. Yeah.
Hey, hey, I think that's a little. Oh, you don't show it? Easy. He's not a fucking worker, bro. Calm down.
Yeah, what the fuck was that?
You're good.
What the fuck was that?
You don't sell it? Dude, he's not a fucking worker, bro.
What the fuck was that? Hold on. I don't play that shit, bro.
Oh, sorry.
No, I will fuck him up, bro.
I know you will. We're good.
So there is a video that I was watching saying that, okay, the guy with the beard, I guess he's a ex-military. He's got PTSD, he claims. I don't know. It's one of those things where it's arbitrary. Because some people will be like, I've got PTSD, and it's like they're making nothing but excuses. So you don't really know, honestly. So I don't know if this Raja seemed like he was not respecting the business. So there are people that take offense to somebody from the outside coming in, trying to make it like they're king shit and know what they're talking about. And then there are bullies, or there are people that will stand up for the business, right or wrong. I mean, there's some people that take it over the line. There's some people that will say something. Sometimes there's a leader in the locker room. So it's like, it's hard to say. We're just going based off of clips. So he hits him with a beer can. And he's like, yo, he's not a worker, meaning he's just a guest. He's not somebody that is a regular wrestler. So it's like, lay off of him, leave him, give him some space.
Oh, fuck him up, bro. I don't play that shit.
Sorry about that.
Nah, I will fuck him up, bro.
I know you will.
Okay, so he's coming in the ring right here. This is supposed to, I don't know, they didn't really set it up in the clip, and I've got another clip and everything that we can watch. I don't know if he's sort of like a special guest, he's coming from the crowd, he's going to help somebody in the match, or if he's actually part of the match. I'm not sure. But we're going to watch this, and then I've got a couple other clips. So he slams him down, okay? So I'm assuming that they know that he's an MMA fighter, so he's not going to do wrestling moves. He might do a takedown, he might do something like that, but he'll probably throw a couple of punches or haymakers or something. So I'm assuming that they knew that ahead of time. But look at this, and I got another angle of this, and then I have him walking away too.
Hey, you gotta stop this shit, man. Hey. Stop this shit, man.
Guys, that's assault. That's assault and attempted murder. He's hitting a defenseless guy who's a wrestler, not an MMA fighter. That's assault. This dude could be facing 20 years for that. He had no business. Maybe if you hit the guy a couple times, it's one of those things where it's like he's not a wrestler, so you can kind of say I'm really sorry. I'm an MMA guy. I gotta carry away if you hit him a couple times. This dude hit him like 10, 12 times. A defenseless guy, dude. That is assault and attempted murder. This ain't good. This ain't good at all. All because he was disrespected in the back room. See, here's the thing. Is this Raja guy he's the son of a very successful MMA guy. In his own right, he's, learning his craft and he's a tough guy. Raja should understand that, yes, that his legs and his hands and his feet are weapons. He could seriously hurt somebody that is not an MMA fighter. So going into that, court of law, the dude on the ground with the beard's got a lawsuit impending. I would sue this dude for the pennies that he has, and I'd press charges for assault, and I'd charge for attempted murder by hitting a defenseless guy with his hands down on the ground like this. Are you kidding me? Look, I love boxing. I love wrestling. You guys know that's been watching this channel for a while. I love that stuff. It's absolutely freaking crazy. His mom was trying to defend him on Twitter, and she got utterly destroyed. Good. That's good. It's absolutely crazy. I mean, it's inexcusable. Knowing that he can kill someone is enough for somebody to be like, yeah, he knew he could kill me and he fucking did it anyway. This shit's crazy. What is the screeching? What the hell is that?
I'm tired of everybody fucking playing with me and shit. Think I'm always playing and shit. Call me bitch and shit. Not no fucking bitch, bro. At the end of the day,
because your feelings got hurt, it's okay for attempted murder. Because your feelings got hurt, okay? So yeah, I guess this clip is pretty much all the clips that I have all in one, so it's gonna be just this main clip. But because you were disrespected and your feelings were hurt, it's okay that you're gonna have attempted murder on a guy. Like, are you kidding me? I've been binge watching the Rampage YouTube channel for the last 5 days. Raja was a weirdo. You can't look at him and tell that he is a way off mentally. He needs prison. I think he's spoiled. Oh, absolutely, dude. And it's one of those things. He knows that he is a trained fighter by a trained fighter. Yeah, he is done. He's done. It is absolutely wild. Yeah, because I didn't see this when we were prepping for the show, and then I saw it when I went on the Twitters, and I'm like, holy crap, I got to do something with this, just even if it's a 10 or 15 minute video or whatever. Holy shit. This is crazy.
I'm gonna stand up for my fucking self because I'm tired of everybody fucking playing with me, bro. Real shit.
Stand up for yourself. So basically hitting a defenseless guy on the ground with his hands down to the side on the fucking ground, just taking punches. Yeah, okay. That's defending yourself, dude. If the dude was, if you were throwing haymakers and the guy was throwing haymakers, then it's like, yeah, you're defending yourself. But the dude was fucking defenseless on the ground. Who's not a fucking, he's a wrestler. He's not a fighter.
Come on, man. We can leave.
Dude, the cops should be on their fucking way.
Hey, man, we're walking away, bro. Let's not take it serious. Let's go. Come on, Roger. Let's go.
We walking away. You're gonna tell me, you're gonna sit there and tell me that those other wrestlers aren't gonna protect their guy, regardless if the other guy's an asshole. He could be an asshole. I don't know. Regardless if that guy's an asshole, that's still not against the law being an asshole.
Let's go, Roger. Let's go. Roger, let's go. Roger, I'm telling you, let's go. You listen to me. Listen to me, Roger. You need to listen to me right now, Roger. Let's go.
I don't give a fuck. You guys trying to jump me and shit.
Let's go.
He's got the guy's fucking blood on his white t-shirt. I mean, come on.
You ain't gonna do shit.
Is it a black thing? Is it because he's black? Let me guess. Let me guess if some of the race baiters going to say it's because he's black. Okay, guys, you need to stop it. Just stop it.
Shit to me, bro.
Let's go,
you can't do shit to me. You can't fuck with me, bro.
Roger, let's go.
You can't fuck with me.
Come on, let's go. Let's go.
That shit is wild. No super chats. I didn't like this to his mom's tweets if someone took DMs. Yeah, that's freaking wild. No, you get super chats at 500 subscribers. I'm not there yet. I'm at two. Last time I checked, I was at 233. So I'm getting there. I'm getting a couple subs just about every day, but not there yet. I'm still a little guy. But this video was wild. I couldn't believe that I missed it when we were doing prep for the show, and I was like, "Holy crap!" Like, number one, what was I doing? Number two, what are they doing? I missed it, and they're trying to murder motherfuckers. God dang, this shit's crazy, unbelievable. Did you see that, or did YouTube yeet it? I saw it on X. I'd seen this video on X, and then I was like, okay, so I'm gonna get, because I'd seen the interaction in the backstage area, and then I'd seen him hitting a guy in the ring. Well, I'm like, well, I'll get a couple different videos, but it seems like this video pretty much took all three of those videos that I have. So this is pretty much the only video that I have. So, no, the link I put in chat. Let's see here. Let's see here. I don't see the link. I don't see the link. Yeah, I don't see the chat. Or the chat. I don't see the link. But anyway, I wanted to kind of do a short video talking about this. This is crazy. Just because I love wrestling. I've been to so many wrestling shows, and I used to go to local wrestling shows when I was younger. Because I'm, being from Michigan, you could go to like the local, I was gonna say KFC, but the local Knights of Columbus, and they'd have wrestling like every month, like on a Saturday or something like that. So like I've been watching that stuff ever since I was a little kid. And yeah, this blows me away. This is crazy. But I think I had one more. Let me see what I have here. Let me see what I have. Oh, right here. This is let me switch this over. This is Rampage Jackson on the Twitters giving an update. She posted under his Rampage account. Okay, so this is his wife. I want to make it clear up the misinformation about my son Raja. I've been confirmed that the wrestler Stuart Smith, aka Skyload Stu, is awake and stable. Raja was unexpectedly hit in the side of the head by him moments before Smith's match, which is not assault, which is not a crime. Raja was told that he could get his payback in the ring. I thought it was part of the show. Are you serious? This guy can't be that dumb. And his mom can't be that dumb. Raja is an MMA fighter, not a pro wrestler, and had no business involved in the event like this. I don't condone my son's actions at all. He suffered a concussion from sparring only days ago and had no business doing anything remotely close to physical contact. As a father, I'm deeply concerned with his health and well-being of Mr. Smith. That being said, I'm very upset that any of this happened, but my main concern now is that Mr. Smith will make a speedy recovery. I apologize on behalf and to kick for this situation. You apologize. If I'm Mr. Smith, I'm suing his ass off on top of pressing charges. That shit is just not cool. Yeah, I can't believe this, Doc. This is just crazy. Local 5.5 stick. I'm Team Raja. The guy was a punk, and I pray for him to be okay. He asked for it. Raja's a good kid, and he just let his temper get. This has got to be a family member. It's got to be. He has a temper. Well, hopefully he's going to be sitting in prison for the rest of his life for attempted murder and assault. But okay, he's a good kid. Okay. You keep thinking that. That's got to be a brother. That's got to be somebody that's simping for him. Pizzy. Free Raja ain't no one to smash a can on my head and think it's okay. I wouldn't be back with my 9 in 2 minutes. Raja's not a good kid. He's mentally unstable. Oh, yeah. You could just tell right there as he's walking away, like, I ain't gonna get punked. I ain't gonna talk shit. Blah 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 blah. The guy smashed a beer can on Raja's head without even warning him earlier. They disrespected him and then told him he could hit the guy until someone dragged him off and not hold back. Raja went way too far, but it's not his 100% to blame. What has happened? Where are people? Like, are people being willfully dumb? Yes, you can get a couple shots in the ring. Not 12 shots when the guy's arms are down, like, on the ground. Like, what is going on right now? You can't be that dumb. Oh, absolutely. Oh, you're 100% correct. He'll be in the same cell. Raja did nothing wrong in my eyes. That promotion is at fault. Again, if I say something, that's not a crime. If I bully somebody and hit him with a beer can, that's not a crime. But if I go in a wrestling ring and hit a guy in the head 12 times when he's got his arms down and he's defenseless, that's fucking assault. Like, are people that fucking dumb? Are they that fucking dumb? Bro hit him with a Mountain Dew while he's still recovering from a concussion. I wouldn't have did him like that too. Okay, then what? Then where was his guys? Where was his assistant? Where was somebody to say, you know what, let's go. We're not gonna do this. Where was that guy? No, there wasn't. Some friend. Your son banged out a bully. Don't see anything wrong with that. A bully? I think we all understand why he did it. Anyone would have reacted the same way, but we need to help him release that anger in a healthier way. Oh, no, he's going to punch a guy about 50 times who's defenseless with his arms fucking down. A couple shots, yeah, that's fine. Couple shots. Couple 15, no, that's not. Learning this here, what missed information is there to excuse this? This sounds like some shit, though. So this guy smashes a beer can in Raj's head, and Raj is supposed to be calm and repeatedly says that he does not play that shit. Then they invite Raj to get paybacks in the ring and probably had him stew and steaming without any rehearsal. You're assuming that there's sauce. You're absolutely fucking assuming that. Do you not know anything about... Sauce GPT. Okay. Then they invite Raj to get paybacks. Yeah, paybacks is maybe a couple shots. Maybe a couple shots. Oh yeah, it was probably gimmicked for sure. Because it didn't make any marks on him. Vlad, I didn't see any marks on the kid. Did you? It was probably a gimmick thing. And I'm not saying that the other guy didn't. There are guys in the wrestling industry that are very protective of the business, and they can come off as a bully, but that's not illegal. That's not illegal coming off as an asshole. Where is the asshole law in like, I don't know if you guys know where it is, but where the fuck is that law at? This is how her father handles it. Moments before the fight. Yeah, that was completely gimmick.
You don't know me? Hell no.
Let me turn down the See how the okay, so if it was like, I don't know if anybody's ever messed with a can, but it takes a pretty decent amount of force to crack it open like on somebody's head, because it's somewhat smooth. It's already leaking when he hits them. It's gimmicked. Honestly, and I think this guy's testing him to see like what his temper is going to be, or like if he can take a shot that's going to be in the wrestling ring. But I think he did it in a bad way. But again, that's not illegal. Yeah, for sure. Well, you see some of the liquid that's left over in the can. Yeah. Nah, fuck Raj and fuck you too, Rampage. Uh-oh. You can always have been so off the chain wild dude. Yeah, his father doesn't have a great reputation himself. He went off the rails a lot too. Super disrespectful for women and other fighters. And now your son, who is, by the way, in on video smoothing over the heat that was caused by the can incident, threw 22 haymakers to it. Oh, 22. Wow. An unconscious wrestler who trusted him to do what is planned. Yeah, a couple shots. He could have did a couple shots, and I don't think those guys would have said anything. But to sit there and fucking unload on him? Come on, dude. I mean, really. I hope Stu makes a recovery and sues Raj into oblivion. Absolutely. There's no way for this boy isn't spending years in prison. Yep, assault and an attempted murder. I'm just saying, is if you're not a wrestling fan, okay, and you see that guy cold cocking him with his arms down, defenseless. If you're in the middle of the street and you're driving your car, you see a guy on the ground cold cocking a guy who's defenseless. Aren't we going to say something? Aren't we going to also say the same thing? Yes, we would. Your son threw 22 haymakers at an unconscious man like a total lunatic. It needs to be locked up. Absolutely, Calico. Absolutely. The guy with the face paint, I think, is supposed to be his tag team partner or some shit. Then reviewing a few videos, seems the wrestlers mistaken Raja for an employee. Raj wasn't having it, but they shook hands and went about their business, at least for what it would look like. Raj almost got KO'd in one of the light sparring sessions in a couple days before. That's still not justifying the fact that he went apeshit on a defenseless guy. You're a terrible person. It's disgusting. You're trying to minimize what your son did. He needs to be in prison, and he should be accountable for your behavior that turned him into this. You are responsible, and your blood on your hands. You disgusting piece of shit. Damn. Whew. Oh, this is a little different view. Let's check this one out.
I'll tell you guys this. They told me to hit him and just leave. Somebody will pull me off of him will leave. I'm telling you. I'm going to hit him as many times as I can. Watch. No, they didn't tell me to fake hit him. They said I could hit him for real. Yeah, they allowed me to hit him for real. If he hits me back for real, I don't give a fuck. I want him to.
Have a little bit of like self-awareness, you know? Like they said hit him a couple times, not 22 times. Like the shit is fucking crazy. The justification you're calling out is in defense against the attempted murder charges. Plenty of other charges to hit him with besides the 25 to life. Oh yeah. Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Like I said, being a bully or dickhead isn't against the law. That was what we watched earlier. He's going to prison, you raised, you fucking idiot. I mean, not lying. You got to be seriously retarded to make such a statement. Your son has some serious problems. This is why racism exists. You're part of the problem. Woo! Left this part out. Uh-oh, what is this part? See, apologized to Raj Jackson 3 times. It was obviously Skyco wanted to play a long skit with Raj, but he was mistaken by who he was dealing with. Raj played cool by the whole time. He was just preparing and bottling his anger to take it out on him.
He always think that we're working over here like it's part of the fucking storyline.
Just hit one. What kind of homo thug shit?
Well, Rampage. That's how we
No, bro. No.
Go ahead, Stu. This is out there. Because he always think it's a work, dude. Yo, he's already hot, bro. Good?
No, I'm not gonna accept. That's kind of crazy. I'm not gonna accept your apology. I'm just gonna hit you 22 times and get an assault charge. It's cool. That's racism, though. That's the racism. Yeah. Jake, you're right. You are right. Yeah. Desmond, yeah. My whole point is if you're a trained fighter and you know where to hit somebody, how to damage somebody with the minimum amount of strikes that you can do, it's in your best interest to walk away anytime the shit goes awry. So it's understanding that you're a weapon that you could seriously hurt somebody, regardless if it's a wrestling match or whatever. He should understand the fact that he can hurt somebody. And regardless if some dude wants to be an asshole, and the guy was clearly an asshole, he apologized to him. It's knowing that you can hurt the person and deciding to step back, say, you know what? I'm not gonna go and I'm not gonna get involved with all this stuff. No, what he wants to do is hit him 22 times and then scream racism. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to say that he should have had self-awareness where he was aware that I can seriously damage somebody with my legs, my feet, my hands, the whole thing. That's all I'm trying to say. It's just being self-aware. That's my whole take on it, you know. His instincts took over. Yeah, I could see that. But I mean, if it was me, I would have went in there, got a couple shots in, and then just walked over to somebody or acted like I was going to try to beat somebody else up or something. Like, I would get my licks in and then avoid at all cost any attempt to kind of, keep my nose clean. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, yeah, get a couple shots in, and they probably wouldn't said shit if he did, 3, 4, 5 shots, but he took it way overboard. Yeah, stormed the way for sure. Because obviously he didn't give a shit about the guy's well-being. If the dude took, even if he got like 5 shots in, boom, boom, hit him like 5 times or whatever, and then he walked away and was like trying to mess with somebody else or whatever, you can go in the back and sort it out. Even if they're fisticuffing, even if they're like in the back beating shit out of each other, not in front of the crowd, then it's like, it's one of those things where they got some shit and they're dealing with their shit. You know what I mean? Like, no, but he did it in front of the crowd with a defenseless guy. So yeah, that shit is fucking crazy. Oh, I saw this earlier where he was talking about he's a veteran.
6 months earlier, I got out of the military. I joined Knox Pro, because I needed something to focus on. I needed something to help me adjust back into civilian life. A lot of veterans, it's hard for them to readjust into civilian life coming from the life of the military. I'm an American soldier that suffers from PTSD. Being in front of a crowd, it doesn't give me as much anxiety and aggression as I thought it would. Pro in 2009. I had just got out of the military, probably about 6 months earlier. I got out of the military, I joined Knox Pro, because I needed something to focus on. I needed something to help me adjust back into civilian life. A lot of veterans, it's hard for them to readjust into civilian.
Yeah, that was uncalled for. It looks like he was genuinely sorry. Prayers. That kid fucked him up bad. Yeah, he did. Yeah, it seems like a good guy, veteran, just trying to. And I'm not justifying him hitting with the kayfabe bottle, but bullying somebody and being an asshole isn't against the law. Hitting on a defenseless guy is. That's assault and attempted murder. Because you're an MMA fighter. I mean, I hear you, Desmond. I hear you. Wrestling is improved a lot over the times. It's not always planned out. Led to the improvisation fight scene. Plus, he's fairly new. Yeah, I mean, it was an indie promotion, so they don't have all the bells and whistles that the WWE or AEW has, all that stuff. They don't have all the cachet. Well, shit. When someone hit you in the head, like that words ain't shit. Somebody saying you're an idiot. Fuck you, Raja. Did no wrong. If you think otherwise, you're part of the problem, not solution. How about next time we don't assume or disrespect somebody who you don't even know, uncalled for, got what he deserved. JJ, dude, you ever been to a wrestling match? Probably not. You're fucking on Twitter saying dumb shit. So the white guy does something totally uncalled for, accident or not, and a young black guy does something totally uncalled for. Seems fair to me. No, white guy did something uncalled for and apologized. Other guy hit him 22 times with his arms on the ground and unconscious. Like, come on, people. Come on, Daddy God. Dude, you're better than that. You're better than that, bro. But your retarded logic, it's if you accidentally stepped on my toe, accidentally or not, it would be okay for me to attempt to murder you as long as it makes it out of the hospital bed. Exactly. Thank you, Baker. Yeah, this daddy guy is a dum-dum. Seriously, he's a dum-dum. Why did they hit him with a can? It don't make sense. It's a bunch of wrestlers. Wrestlers are different breed of guys. It's all about the show. It was a kayfabe can. Not everybody wants to be a wrestler because it's a different lifestyle. The guys are different. The guys are. I don't want to say that they're taking drugs, but they're jacked up on Mountain Dew. We'll just say that. They're jacked up on Mountain Dew. So the guy's jacked up on Mountain Dew. He's also a veteran, so he's probably got a little PTSD, so he's not seeing the world the same way that everybody else is seeing the world. They're different kinds of dudes. And I understand that the MMA guys are different kinds of dudes too. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that. But the MMA guy should have got five licks in and then came up and was acting like he was going to try to fight somebody else or something. Like, keep your nose clean, dude. No, now you're going to catch a case and the race relations are going to go up to 10 because it was a bunch of white guys that were standing near him. So it's like, come on. Like, this whole thing could have avoided if you just basically had some self-awareness. That's my whole thing, you know? Have some self-awareness. You can hit me in the head with a can. Ain't no way I'm going that far, dude. Beat him like an animal. That's why they're calling him an animal. I really do. I believe the guy needs mental help. Oh, Desmond, absolutely, dude. Absolutely, man. For him not to have a little bit of self-awareness that it's a show. I mean, either he's never watched wrestling before, or he was just coming in with an attitude, breathing fire. You know what I mean? Absolutely breathing fire. Baker says, my guess is he's new to wrestling and he saw the camera and thought it would be make for a good skit. He even said to Raja, "Are you going to sell it?" Thinking he would want to be in the scene. Just my assumption. Okay, if you hadn't been bullied, him thinking he was okay. Now, okay, so the only question that I would have is, yes, we're looking at the white guy saying dumb shit and hitting him with a can. Yes, we're looking at the dude that's going to be catching some cases. But where was the wrestling mentor to say, bro, we're going to have you do this, this, and this. And that's it. That's all we're doing. And then maybe introduce him to everybody, and you know what I mean? Like, I think, like, the assault with the 22 shots is the thing that's against the law. It's assault. But I think the backstage should have handled it different and at least introduced him to everybody so that they understood that he, like, look, he's not a wrestler. He's this, that, you know what I mean? Like, I think all around everything was handled different, but some of the stuff that was handled differently or badly isn't against the law. That's what ultimately what the problem is, you know? Okay, he's watching wrestling. He said he was tried to people threatening him like a punk. It was a build up for anger. 90% sure that he's being had nothing to do with the dude hitting him with a can. He apologized 3 times. And even if you say, you know what, I apologize just because I'm a bigger man, but see ya. Bye. You know what I mean? Raja and Rampage have been open about Raj has attacked Rampage before. Oh, interesting. I didn't know that. That was good, Charles. I didn't realize that. He got what he deserved, and he's a wrestler. He should know better. He got what he deserved. Ultraviolence is a dumbass. I mean, come on, dude. This guy's a weirdo. Got what you deserve. I got a dumbass. The wrestling entertainment was attempting to entertain. Oh, wow. He had to actually choke him out. Huh. Once again, Scott Adams was absolutely right, which is why he got canceled for this observation. Yeah? See this right here. This person is straight dumb. That cracker got flatlined. This guy's a dumb all the way. Popping shit to idiots. Obviously, you got no brain. Yet, YouTube boy fucked around and found out. That's what happens when you try a black man. Yeah, okay, dude. Yeah, you keep living in your crack den. Go ahead and keep doing that. He didn't try him, dumbass. He was doing improv as a wrestler. The retarded black man has a low IQ to understand and play along. Then the low IQ black man shows no sign of impulse control. No wonder black America men filled up with prisons. Actual dumbass. I mean, Baker came in hard on that one. But yeah, he should have some self-awareness that wrestling is a show. And he didn't. He was like, oh, I'm going to take it personal on him 22 times and then fuck that guy. You know what I mean? Shit's crazy. The shit is crazy. Is there any videos on what Skyco Stu did to him first? Yeah, we already watched that stuff. Wait, they actually shook hands multiple times. He actually attempted to apologize and understand the situation. He still completely exploded him over theatrical can hitting stunts. Exactly, it was a kayfabed can. Yep, kayfabed can. And the guy might have been testing him, but again, there should have been some sort of locker room leader that basically said, "Yo, this guy, not a wrestler, is an MMA guy. We're gonna have him come in here and entertain the crowd." Blah blah blah. Obviously nobody did that, you know. If the table was reserved, the black guy could die, and all the red people would say he deserved it for hitting a man with a can on the head. All the red people? Twitter is race baiting dogs. That's why I uninstalled it either. Yeah, I keep I post my videos on Twitter, but they don't really get a whole lot of traction. And then I'll look for news stories, and then I don't like I try to get multiple things. So like I'll see it on Twitter, but then I'll go and try to get more details to it. I don't take Twitter as like it's the gospel. You know what I mean? I just happened to open up Twitter and then all of a sudden saw this story, and I'm like, well, let me do a live stream real quick, because we did our morning grit show, and then all of a sudden I came back and I'm like, what the hell is going on right now? Like I was learning about it for the first time. Oh, I see what you're doing. Okay. If Raja goes to jail, then the other guy should to confess of everything. Well, they already have it. They have it on video. So so the other guy hit him with a kayfabe can. If you want to get technical, then yeah, you could probably sue him. You could probably catch a case for assault because he wasn't aware, even though you're at a wrestling event and that's part of the show. But you could say that he could catch a case for assault. But then you look at, and I've been told by a couple cops, and my cousin's a cop, and basically, so if you walk up and hit me, then I have the right to hit you back. But if you come and hit me, and then all of a sudden I grab a sledgehammer and smack you in the head with a sledgehammer, obviously I'm going over what the law allows me to do as far as self-defense. So that's what that guy did. Is yeah, he was dumb. He hit him with a can. He went back and tried to apologize to the guy, and then he got hit 22 times in the ring. Like, you see the disparity? That's ultimately what the problem is. So yeah, the other guy could get an assault case, but when the other guy's unconscious, getting hit 22 times. So it's one of those things, you know. Yeah, at most. Yeah. I mean, yeah. So I mean, and it depends. I mean, maybe if the guy's got other cases or he's got a history of assault or something like that, then he could be breaking. He could be breaking any kind of other things, you know what I mean? But if it's his first case, then yeah, it's assault at most. So because the video is planning him an attack when the wrestler was in the ring. Yeah, he had a microphone like right here, and he was talking to the microphone. So that proves my point. If he has a microphone and he's talking to like. If he's talking to the guys that are basically bringing the match together, they're organizing the match, then he was in contact with somebody. So you're going to tell me that those people didn't say, hey, go in there, hit him 5-6 times, and then act like you're going to go try to attack somebody else. They didn't do that. My guess is they probably did that because they want to avoid a lawsuit, you know? Hey, more, I appreciate it, man. Appreciate you. I appreciate you. And then on the Jackson kid, again, I mean, he's got a brand to protect. Yeah, he's an MMA guy, but he has a brand to protect. He wants to get paid. Keep your nose clean, dude. You don't need to be cold cocking a dude 22 times. I mean, self-awareness is a lot. Restraint is a lot. They gave him permission. Maybe he went overboard, but goddamn, give the fella a break. He got hit. He got hit first. I understand that, Gold. No, I completely understand that, but it doesn't match up. Where yes, the guy hit him with a can that was kayfabed. He went back and apologized. Jackson didn't want to take the apology. Okay, whatever. But then going in the ring and hit him 22 times. That's. It's going to be tough. Like, if it goes to court, it's going to be tough to sway the odds. That's all I'm saying. Kayfabe can 22 times. What's worse? That's all I'm saying. The 22 shots are to a defenseless guy. It's tough. You don't pull up on me. You're going to kill him. Come on, guys. Yeah, he did say that. Both are fucking wrong, but Raja didn't start that shit. He shouldn't have gone that far. Yeah, I'm not justifying the other guy. The other guy, it was an asshole, hit him with a kayfabe can. I'm not justifying that at all. I'm just saying is that's not illegal. He's in the backstage going over a match. So maybe they said, hey, we're going to hit you with a can inside the ring. And then all of a sudden he hit the guy with the can and he's like, yo, he's not a worker. Like, cool the fuck off. You know what I mean? I don't know if you saw the video or not, but that's what he basically said is when he hit him with the can, the one guy's like, bro, he's not a worker. He's an MMA guy. He's not a worker. And then he came back, the guy with the beer came back and apologized, and Jackson didn't want to accept the apology, and then all of a sudden he went in the ring and hit him. But, I mean, I place more blame on the organizers of the event so that they made it perfectly clear to everybody involved. Like, look, this guy's not a wrestler. Go in there, get 4 or 5 shots on the guy, and then go and act like you're going to fight somebody else. You know what I mean? Like, the organization and the structure of the match should have been a lot better. So yes, the two people are to blame, but I also blame the organization for not making it perfectly clear to that Raja that this is what you do and this is all you do. You know what I mean? So I mean, he could get assault and attempted murder. Well, Gold. The hard part is he's down and defenseless. So when the guy's defenseless and you still keep hitting him, that's the problem. It's not the fact that he hit him; it's the fact that he was defenseless and knocked out, and he still kept hitting him. So you can't hit a guy when he's defenseless. You can't do it in boxing. You can't do it in MMA because they'll stop it. You know what I mean? There's all kinds of things. In real life, I can't just walk up to somebody and just start cold cocking them and then be like, oh, it was self-defense. After the slam, the wrestlers were unresponsive, so it kind of looked like as if Raja was trying to kill him, in my opinion. Oh, yeah. Well, because he was defenseless, Mason. Absolutely. Like if the guy was, if they were like in the ring and there was fisticuffs and they were both getting shots in, that's a different story. But one guy's on the ground defenseless, that's the problem. Yeah, he's gonna have plenty of breaks in prison. He's gonna have to watch that booty for sure. He's gonna have to watch that booty. He did apologize. He tried to do it 3 times, and Raja said no. Yeah, Roblox, you're right. It is. You can't hit a defenseless person. I mean, it doesn't work that way. Yeah, over a can. A kayfabe can. So the can had a hole in it already. So, because when he hit him, there was already stuff that was spraying out of it. It was a kayfabe can. So, like I said, I mean, being a dick and bullying isn't against the law. He's only reading racist comments that those who take no accountability. No, I read all kinds of comments. I just went down the list. I didn't like pick and choose. I just went down. And some of them were starting to get racist down here, but up on the top they were giving pretty legitimate takes. Two complete different scenarios. I mean, yeah, Goldie. All parties involved, the organizers and the two guys didn't handle it correctly. But like I said, the case is going to the guy that kept hitting a defenseless man. Well, how's Raja block out when he fights for a living? That's his job. That's kind of a dumb excuse. You know what I mean? If you're gonna black out, then don't be a fighter. You know what I mean, guys? I'm not gonna go to my little town here and face and assault the biggest guy that I can and be like, you know what? I don't want you to hit me. It's okay. Why has it not been arrested when it's on video? That's a good question. I don't know. Hard to say. I mean, if I'm both parties, I'm lowering up and getting as much of the video as I can to try to save my ass. Either way, either Jackson's part or the white guy with the beard. Either way, I'm collecting stuff. So it might be one of those things where he contacted them and it's a matter of trying to collect all that stuff, you know? It's very possible. When do you think the LAPD will finally arrest him? They're investigating it according to TMZ a couple hours ago. I don't know. It's hard to say. Hard to say. I would have been on the side until I seen him talk about how he didn't know and apologize. Yeah. What's up, Stockton? I read yours. Hello. Because it was in the ring, they can't do anything until the guy wants to press charges. Yeah. Because I don't think it's on the company to do it. It would be on the individual. I think you're correct. What's up, Ricky? They said to slam him, but he probably blacked out, kept hitting him once he knocked him out. I mean, you fight for a living, so you better not start blacking out every time you get into some sort of fight, because that's what he does for a living. Again, it's the judgment of that poor. It's even stronger argument against him, not for him. Stop making excuses for animals. I got to agree with you. Got to agree with you. No one says anything, so you see mine. Yeah, I see yours. Hi. He is full of rage. He's a fighter, but what happened to him was unwarranted. He saw him being anxious to get him in the ring. Yeah. And again, it's one of those things where if Jackson, Raja, knows that he is like that, okay? Why can't he get an assistant or get somebody that can get him out of that? You know what I mean? So it's like, yes, you could say he's a rager and all this other stuff, but it's one of those things where it's like having self-awareness, saying, you know what? I can't control myself. I need somebody to try to wrangle me in. You know what I mean? Even if his dad is worth a ton of money, he can't go to dad who trained him and say, Dad, I can't hold it back. What can we do to keep me level-headed until it's time to fight? You know what I mean? Like, that's self-awareness. Y'all wouldn't have been saved the big guy. Yeah. That was a big dude with the big bushy beard. I'm surprised he's not behind bars yet. There's no official report. When did this officially happen? Because I see all these reports. Wrestling events are usually Thursday or Friday night or Saturday night, so I don't know if it was last week or if it was this week. So it might be one of those things where, it's business days, so I don't know. While everyone is in here, give our bro a quick thumbs up. Thank you, Doc. And also subscribe so I can taunt him and with some chats. Yeah, that's true. I got 233 subscribers, so I ain't there yet. So please subscribe. And we talk about pop culture. We talk about wrestling. We talk about basically films, television, some sports sometimes, and music. Because I'm an indie filmmaker, and I've got a full-time job, but I do films and stuff on the side. And then my co-host is a musician. He's been playing guitar for a long time. So we talk about, entertainment stuff and music stuff and wrestling and boxing and all kinds of stuff. Stockton, I read it. Right there, I got you. It's not a real ring genius, yeah. Stop lying. I read it right there. Let's see here. I'm a white girl. Do not take away my BBC. What is that? Do I want to know, low key? Do I want to know? WWE isn't real. Ring fight. Exactly. So there have been wrestlers that have been attacked in the ring by fans that get over drunk or whatever. How quickly they grab them out of that ring is unreal. Reread my comics. Hi, Gold. I said he went overboard, but he was provoked from the start. He didn't go there to get hit went from the show. Yeah, but everybody's in on the joke, if that makes any sense. Where most people that are in the wrestling industry are all self-aware that they think differently than a lot of people. So when you put yourself in that shoes, it's hard to have the same mindset to go in there and be like, I'm with my friends, because they're different types of people. So it's like saying that, yeah, I understand what you're saying, but I'm just saying is wrestlers, boxers, MMA people, they're different kinds of people. So I'm a rational guy. Like I rationalize the shit out of everything. So it's like, I can't rationalize psychos and weirdos. You know what I mean? I try to, but I can't. I was watching it live. I thought he was playing when he said he would KO him. I was like, what the fuck? I am watching when he kept going. Yeah. Oh, so you're watching it live? That's cool. What was it, like a pay-per-view, or was it on YouTube, or what like, where was it? Chill, he'll read your comment eventually, Stockton weirdo. I've already read his comment. Now he's just being a troll. It's fine. Building, not going in the ring, yeah. I've got college money for my Asian child and bail money for my black kids. Rampage. Did he really say that? Bro, I haven't talked about this my boys. Yeah. There's so many contributor factors leading to him doing that. Yeah, I don't know where you caught into this conversation, but yeah, there's the organizers of the event should have been more forthright with what his responsibilities are and what he's going to be doing in the show. Not just letting him off of a leash and saying, okay, we want you to do this, that, and the other thing. And then once he stepped over the bounds, then it's like, okay, we're not going to have this guy back. But it seems like they kind of just said, oh, we want you you can hit him a couple times, but then that's it. And then a fighter's going to fight, and I understand that. But when he kept hitting him with his arms down and not being able to defend himself, that's where the problem lies. So I blame all parties in charge or all involved, but it's one of those things where it's like, there's only one guy hitting somebody that's defenseless. You know what I mean? So even Andre said what the wrestlers did was wrong. He said that that was not a prop. The can was real. Stop it. When he hit him with that can, there was juice flying out of it, so there was a hole in it. So you may be wrong. I don't know if you know, he was kicked in the head a couple days before. Yeah, people had already said that, and he was possibly concussed. If he was concussed, then why the fuck is he there? That's my thing. I'm bailing out. Like I said, if I'm in team Raja's corner, I'm doing everything to protect my brand and not get into shit like this. So if he was concussed and he wasn't feeling it, I mean, he's not a draw yet. So if he bails, the wrestling organization is still going to continue to go on. You see what I'm saying? It's not like they're inviting like a big, huge wrestling superstar and then all of a sudden they fucking bail. You know what I mean? Because they've got like all these tickets because the person is supposed to be there. They have an autograph signing because they're supposed to be there. This is a guy that's just starting his career who's a name of a son of a name. You see what I'm saying? So, I mean, it's a little different. So... Oh, yesterday around 7 or 8? Okay. No, I was being hyperbolic with the thing, but it would not surprise me if there was charges. Would not surprise me if he got assault and maybe attempted murder. But we'll see. We will see. Perfect example is the Cap who unloaded on a clip into the back of his cruiser because an acorn fell because of he has PTSD. Like, dude, if it's like that bad, you should have been a Cap or been a cop. Like Raja should have been a fighter. Huh. It happened like 2 a.m. this morning. I was on stream. Interesting. See that if it's 2 a.m. in the morning, that dude is not that much of a draw. If they like he would be front and center. If that dude was a draw, it'd be like, okay, here's our special guest. Put his ass right here in front. You know what I mean? So for 2 a.m. in the morning, he's not that important. He's not a draw for people, for asses in the seats. You know what I mean? So either way, the wrestling organization said, yeah, we're good with that guy. Or Raja said, you know what? I took a freaking beating the other day, so I'm out. You know what I mean? So if he blacks out, yeah. He looked blacked out to me. He was still heavily concussed. I'm just saying this, if you have a career that's not wrestling, you're an MMA guy, and you can make some money on doing that and endorsements and stuff, I would be my brand is what I'd be more concerned about than trying to get retribution for this guy. That's all I'm saying is he should have been concerned about the brand, but he's not. He's a freaking weirdo. But that's why you hire somebody that's concerned about that and that can control him. You know what I mean? That's like I mean, it's the same thing. If I got a bunch of money tomorrow, I'm hiring somebody to help me manage this money. You see what I'm saying? Like I'm not trying to do it on my own. That's how you go broke. Same thing with him. I'm trying to manage what my brand is. Yeah, I think maybe the other wrestlers are provoking it, or I don't know. It's hard to say. Oh yeah, for sure. For sure. I mean, they have a business to run, so it's like if this guy's gonna go freaking psychopath, and every time he fights somebody, it's kind of like, I got a business to run. I got tickets to sell. No, you're right. You are right. My guess, Brian, this week, charges will be filed. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. Yeah. I'm just saying is when you saw the videos, Brian, did you not say, oh shit, this guy's catching a case? Did you not think that? I know I was thinking that. That's why I wrote the title. I was like, holy shit, this dude's catching a case. This is not good. Yeah, it can be attempted murder just because the guy doesn't die. Because the guy's defenseless. So it could be classified as assault or attempted murder, for sure. Or even second degree murder. Second degree murder is you didn't intend for the guy to die, but he didn't. Well, he's not dead, but I'm just saying is it all depends. I would be. I know I would be. I know I would be. But thank you, science. I mean, it's not trying to be a clickbait title. Like he's catching a case. Even if he, he could not be doing attempted murder, but he's definitely gonna get assault. Like, that dude's catching a case, regardless of anything. He is catching a case. Yeah, he does seem a little off, like he's talking to himself and all raged out. Yeah. No, I mean, he's an MMA fighter though. His weapon's gonna be his hands. I mean, we've had people throughout history in sports and actors like Bruce Lee who had to register them as weapons. I mean, that's what the guy does for a living. So, like, of course he's gonna outpower somebody that's not a wrestler, well, not a fighter, an MMA fighter. It's almost time for judgment. Yeah, I agree. It was attempted murder because he said he was going to beat him and nonstop. He said his intentions on stream. Yes, he did. Yes, he did, John. Yes, he did. Yeah. I mean, they might be able to do a plea or something like that, but yeah, Science, you're right. You are absolutely correct. It's wrestling and scripted. Y'all should stay in y'all lane if y'all aren't district attorneys. I mean, Brian, I mean, it's on the interwebs, and you know, people are going to talk about it. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. I mean, because this was a stream I did out of the blue because I do a show at 12 noon. And we were done. And then all of a sudden, I went and got some food, came back and was reading the story. And I'm like, well, I'm going to do a stream about it because it seems like it's just crazy. So it was literally just like an impulse, like, oh shit, we missed this. Let me come back and talk about it. And yeah, I'm very appreciative of everybody showing up. I appreciate you guys. Shout Stews is playing Battle Beyond the Stars. Started 40 minutes ago. I hate YouTube notifications. They're not that great, that's for sure. Trying to defend the most cut and dry case in the John, I agree with you 100, brother. I agree with you. It's on tape. I mean, he said, I'm going to kick his ass and murder, or he didn't say, I don't know if he said murder, but I'm coming after him. And then he came after him, and he's literally just taking shots as he's unconscious. It's like beating a corpse. Like, it's terrible. Absolutely terrible. Am I the only person that thinks Raja has some sort of mental disable? Not that I care. No, I don't think, Eric, I don't think you're wrong. I think he's not all right. But I mean, if you're a fighter for a living, and his father was a fighter for a living, I don't think they're all right. But again, like, I'll try to put logic on something, and it's like, I'm just doing something because trying to put logic to something that's illogical is crazy. Martial arts is about discipline and self-control. Absolutely 100. You're absolutely correct. I did Tug Sudo for a couple of years when I was like 19, 20. Oh, absolutely. And that's one of the first things that they tell you, that just because you can beat somebody up doesn't mean that you have the right to beat them up. You should be cognizant of the fact that you are learning these techniques and you could fuck somebody up. Oh, I absolutely agree. 100. Absolutely 100. Oh yeah. He probably smacked his head on the ground, and then the shots to the head didn't do anything, or like didn't help the case. Yeah, agree with you. Sure. Like high functioning Down syndrome retardation. I think I got a little bit of retardation. I'm not gonna lie. And I don't fight for a living, but I do. I think I have a little bit of the special sauce. Back to the King Kong Island. Cool. His cameraman just said it's okay, it's fake. It was just a show cover for Raja. Raja was like, this shit's not scripted. Raja admitted on stream that the can was empty and didn't hurt. He just felt disrespected. Okay. I mean, and I've heard stories of people that are they're super respectful of the wrestling industry, and they kind of gatekeep things, and they kind of show an attitude to people that they don't deem wrestling guys. I mean, I've heard all kinds of different stories about that stuff. So that guy could have been doing that shit where he's sort of like trying to break in a rookie and be an asshole at the same time. You know what I mean? It's not right. I'm not saying that it's right. It's just one of those things where it's like, it's not against, if you're a dickhead, and that's not against the law. Dude, well, so Raja will get probation. That's if I fucking seen worse on YouTube. Who knows, Gold? Who knows, man? Who knows? Worser. Don't wrestlers sign waivers that they may potentially get hurt? I would think so, Brian. I would think so. NDA, probably. An NDA and then maybe a likeness waiver, so that you can use their likeness on posters or advertisement or whatever. You know what I mean? Other dude was just selling it. I mean, if he was selling it, that was a hell of a sale job, Brian. That was a hell of a sale job. There's no waiver that protects Raja from accountability. Oh, you're right. It doesn't protect you from going overboard. It'll protect you, like if you do a move and somebody gets hurt, they can't come and sue you. But if you just go out and out, fucking cold cock them and then hit them a bunch of times, that's the problem. I hope you get sued for defamation. Me? What'd I do? What did I do? Can't wait for the Raja to go to the prison. Yep. He was there to watch Andre, his trainer, wrestle. He wasn't there to wrestle. That man just hit a guy in the head who was there to support his trainer. They let him wrestle because he got hit with a can. Maybe. I mean, you might be right, because it didn't seem like the wrestling guys educated him and like, this is the do's and the don'ts. You know what I mean? So I mean, the blame isn't solely on Raja. It's not solely on the dude with the beard. It's not solely on the wrestling organization. It's all involved did something fucked up. But like I said, it's all about what was legal and what was not. And hitting a guy on the ground who's defenseless is the problem. Yeah, and the ending of what I put there is what he did is what I said. That's what I said. I did say that. No, maybe he has normal intelligence for a black person. No clue. I'm not an expert, but dude seems slow, like not developed slow. I mean, he takes shots to the head for a living. Eric B, you might be right. I don't. It's not something I would do. He takes shots to the head, and his father took shots to the head. So I don't know. It's all for the cameras, not guilty. Case drop. Ease. Don't touch my BBC. Low-key, what is the BBC? I don't know what that is. I don't know if it's good or an insult. If I don't know what it is, it's... That's why so many black people are defending him. They aren't capable of recognizing right from wrong. I mean, it's one of those things where you I don't know if it's a culture thing. I have no idea. I can't speak for the black experience. All I see is one guy hit the other guy with a can. He was kind of being a dick. And then the other guy tried to apologize and didn't accept the apology. And then I see him saying, I'm going to fuck this guy up. They're going to let me hit him. That doesn't mean you're going to hit him 22 times. That means hit him a couple times. And he goes in there and fucking cold cocks him and then hits the dude 22 times on the ground. Like, that's what I saw. That's pretty much what I saw, and that's on video. So the part that is the crime is the guy was defenseless, getting his ass beat. Raj said he smelled like alcohol in the guy's breath. That doesn't fucking matter because that's not against the law. Drinking beers is not against the law. I mean, if the guy was driving, then that's against the law. They told him to get in the ring. Raj just lost his kick deal and is finding his career to piece people in their mom's basement, like the guys in chat defending him. I mean, it's one of those things where I don't agree with it. I mean, I believe that I believe people should have redemption. If he came out and he, was the good guy of the year and was trying to redeem his reputation, he comes out and says, you know what, I screwed up. I got carried away. My rage and everything got carried away. And I like, if he did all that stuff, then I would say, you know what, he's trying to change. So I do believe in redemption, but he did nothing but make excuses. That's the problem that I have. And that's why I started doing the live stream. It's because I have the problem with somebody saying, you know what, it was because of this guy. He got 22 shots to the head. No, I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that. Yeah, they told him to get into the ring and get a paycheck and hit the guy a couple times. Sell it and not try to murder the guy. Yeah. I mean, if you're trying to use that guy's name to sell some tickets, they're going to tell him, hey, give him a couple shots. It's okay if you can't hold it. Like, if you can't hold your punch back or whatever, sometimes they'll be like, yeah, go ahead and hit him a couple times. But I'm sure they didn't say, you know what, go ahead and hit him 22 times. I'm sure they didn't say that. You think the WWE wouldn't press charges? Oh, you bet your ass they would. You bet your every time a fan jumps in the ring, they boot him and they press a charge. Every time. It could be money. It could be he's banned from WWE productions forever. You know what I mean? Like, there are definitely charges going his way. That was an official partnership. Maybe. Maybe. What's up, Snow? I just joined, but I seem to... this John guy is going to spend the rest of his day spreading racism. Not all black people think Raja is innocent, me included. Okay, cool. No, I've never, since the beginning of this stream, I never said it was a white guy versus a black guy. I was going based off of what some of the comments in the Twitters was saying. I just say it's a guy that should be responsible for his hands because he fights for a living. And hitting a guy that's on the ground, defenseless, is the problem. So I appreciate you, Snow. I appreciate your honesty. No, just an independent wrestling promotion, yeah. I have it difficult to believe you're black because your name is Snow and you have a common sense. I'm staying out of that, John. Moving on. Moving on. I am staying on. See right there. See how I basically said, you know what? My name's not Paul, and that's between y'all. Which is what fucking Raja said. That's between y'all. Other dude played tough first and tried to belittle him, and now everyone sees him as a victim. Only negative because Raja Jackson tries to murder a man on a live stream. Yeah, John, you're spitting fire, spitting facts here, John. Act tough, get torched, then play victim. You're all cut from the same cloth. I don't know. Brian, I don't agree with that 100. I think there's a time and a place that you have to man up a little bit. I don't agree with that 100%. I'm just, on this particular case, yeah, that's, I've pretty much given my stance, but it depends. Like if you got women and the women's being harassed and everything, you gotta buck up a little bit. So I agree with part of that, Brian. I agree with part of it. You're a special kind of something. Watch the whole stream. It's on YouTube. Raja won't shake his hand. Yep, we watched that before I started talking to guys in chat. Yeah, we watched that. He tried to do it 3 times, and the guy and Raja's like, "No, man, no, you're an asshole. No, I'm gonna fuck you up. No." That's basically what he said. Hand to his fist, come back and shakes a hand. Yeah, we watched that just before I started talking to chat. We watched that video. When I was looking at the YouTubes, or not the YouTubes, but the X, when I was going through the chats, they had that video. Somebody had posted it because I didn't see that earlier. No, it was different wrestlers who give Raj the handshake, but the apology didn't come from the wrestler who hit him with the can. Yeah, I don't know. Snow, I don't know if you were watching the whole stream, but yeah, we showed a video where the big guy with the beard apologized to him and stuck his hand out saying, "Sorry, bro, I'm sorry." And Raj is like, "Fuck off." So yeah, the video's on the X. Both dudes did something bad, but Raj should know not to take shit that far. Oh, Snow, I 100% agree with you. If he hit him 5 times and then just kind of played that he was going to go fight somebody else, like he was in the show and he took a couple liberties, I ain't saying shit about that because the dude was a dickhead. I wouldn't shade somebody for that. I'm shading the fact that he was still hitting him when he was unconscious, not protecting him. That's my whole stance on it, you know? And that's where the case is going to come from. Is he couldn't protect himself. Yeah, but Raj would destroy you though. So why are you crying? Who are you talking to? Why are you crying? You wouldn't say that to Raj's face, though. Let's be real. Who are you talking to? Money, money, money. You should bow down to I only without getting too preachy, I only bow down to Jesus Christ. Money, money, money. All right. Don't poke a sleeping bear. So, money, money, money. Like, who are you talking to, dude? Like, I don't know. You're just talking nothing but shit. Talking nothing but shit. Talking nothing but shit. Let me. All right, bye, money. We're having a good conversation, dude. All right. The guy saw the camera and Muscle Guy talked to it. He assumed Raj was a wrestler backstage in a wrestling show. Yeah, he did. They showed that on there where when he was talking shit to him and he hit him with the can, somebody had said, bro, he's not a worker. He's not a worker. I mean, he was telling him he's not a wrestler. So, you know, that's on the dude with the beard for being a dick. They should have never told Raj to get his get backs. Yeah, whoever the organizer of the event was fucked up. So there's a lot of people to blame on everything. Like across the board, everybody gets to blame. It's just there's charges pending because of the beatdown. Rampage either going to have to give the guy a few million or Raj is going to prison for a few years. That may be happening. Maybe that's why maybe charges haven't came out because Jackson is trying to quietly go and say, hey, can we settle this out of court? You know what I mean? You got 100% correct. That could be the thing. Who knows? We don't know. We're just going based off of the video we saw, you know? And Rampage giving him millions either way. Yeah. I mean, if you can give the guy millions and stay out of court versus millions plus lawyers plus all that stuff, yeah, he's going to try to settle that shit for sure. For sure. I mean, if it was you, would you do that? You don't want to have your name dragged in the mud, you know? Absolutely. That's not going to hold up. Raj knew he was scripted show. Also saying to chat, this is not going to be scripted, I promise you. Shows his intentions. Yeah, absolutely. You can't take it back for sure. Like, oh, I meant a different thing. You know, what does it? No, this isn't breaking news. No. I mean, because it's Sunday, they wouldn't do a case on Sunday anyway. Because it's business days. Even 9/11. Wow, Brian's into conspiracy theories. Wow. I know a few streamers that you might want to talk to, Brian, because they in conspiracy theories. Do you think we can take an account that he got rocked and got a minor concussion a day prior to the situation? Yeah, Chris, we've already talked about it. Yes, but my take on it, and it's just my take, is he should be worried about his brand. So if he got rocked and had a concussion, he should have said, "No, I'm going to pass on this wrestling thing. Sorry, bro, I'm going to pass." Because number one, his health is, because he's got another fight. Apparently, at some point, he's going to have another fight. That's what he does for a living. He's got to worry about his brand, and he wasn't worried about either one of those. He straight up wanted retribution to somebody that disrespected him, and he said it on camera, and then punched the shit out of him when he was defenseless on the ground. That is bad. That is real bad. That is real bad. It baffles me how many people are defending him because he was played with. Yeah, absolutely. We've all, like, I don't know if everybody in chat, I don't know if you guys played sports of any kind. There's always that type of guy that's in the locker room. He will take a bullet for you, but he's also a jokester. He'll give you shit, all that stuff. And I grew up with people like that, where everybody gives you shit, and it's like your friends can talk to you a certain way, and then strangers talk to you a certain way. Because your friends will tell you honesty. Like, bro, today you're being a shithead. You know what I mean? Like, you guys have probably dealt with that too. Where your friend's going to be honest with you regardless if you want them to be honest with you or not. You know what I mean? Appreciate it. Now, I try to be honest with it. I mean, yeah, the title is a little bit like he could catch a case because I'm only pointing out the obvious. He's probably going to catch a case. But I try to be as honest as I can. I'm not trying to be something I'm not, you know. And I'll have a conversation with anybody. We had a guy in here earlier that was trolling and had to go. I'll have a conversation about everything. Like I don't get all upset because somebody looks at things differently than me. I don't know if you guys have seen that the hour that we've been going. Like I'm not like that at all. I've never been like that. I'll have a conversation with everybody. It's not a race thing. Raj was raised by an MMA fighter, plain and simple. Oh, absolutely. And his dad got into some shit too for overdoing it. So it's in the family. It's in the genes. Yeah. Defenseless guy. If they were both going at it and punches being thrown by both guys, that's a different story. But the guy was on the ground, defenseless. That's the problem. That's the entire problem. Bro, if you are obviously biased against Raja, you think it's okay to be a bully and disrespecting people and never having consequences? If that was the case, we should all walk around being dicks. Cheesy. It's not against the law being a dickhead. There's a difference between being a dickhead and doing something that's against the law. He was told to cut through a couple punches. He wasn't told to do 22 punches with a guy on the ground being defenseless. Come on, bro. You got to be honest with yourself. Don't sit there and say, well, it's an obvious bias. I watched a guy on the ground with his hands like this, not holding them up like this, taking shots to the head. Come on, Cheesy. You gotta do better than that, bro. You gotta do better than that. You gotta do a little better than that. Raja is a dump. If he did that, he would be trailed as an adult. Oh, yeah. Jail time. Yeah. I agree. Has nothing to do with this race. Has everything to do with he was hitting a defenseless person. He's not locked up. An other normal person would be in jail. See, Doe, we don't know what's going on behind the scenes. His dad might be trying to settle out of court before it goes to trial. You know what I mean? We don't know this. But just going based off of what we've watched, yeah, it's bad. It's real bad. So it's like we don't know all the little ins and outs of details about it. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? The state can pick up the charges. It's out of Rampage's hands. You're right. Jordan, you are absolutely right. I think that was in California, wasn't it? It was in LA? Pretty sure it was. If you tell an MMA fighter he can get payback and he will be pulled off by the refs, what do you expect? Restraint? Being conscious that you can hurt somebody? You're in a wrestling ring, not a boxing ring or an MMA ring. Yes, wrestling is a work. It is a physical. It's physically demanding on the people that are in the ring, but they are not MMA fighters. So if you tell an MMA guy to hit somebody a couple times and he hits him 22 times, that's a problem. Cheesy, come on, man. Come on, man. Doe, yeah, I hope he does too. But like I said, we don't know the conversations behind the scenes. We don't know. Rampage's account. We read it earlier. His account said he was in stable condition, but I haven't heard anything since. That was just his account. Who knows? Who knows? He could just be saying that because he doesn't want. Like he's in the middle of intensive care, about to die. You know what I mean? Like I don't think they would say that. Raja is probably going to prison for a while unless he can fork up and oh yeah, unless his dad can save him. Zach, I don't see it. Yeah, it's gonna be bad if a settlement can't be created. Zach, yeah, it's gonna be bad. Zach said he's alive. Yeah, that's what I've heard, but I mean, who knows? What if Raja pooped on your head? I mean, I'd probably press charges for assault because I don't want somebody else pooping on my head. They told him he would be pulled off when he got his paycheck. He just took it too far, obviously. No, I like I said, if he did a couple extra shots, I don't think they would have said shit about it. He went way overboard. It's not a couple extra shots or he took a couple liberties. No, there's a difference between taking liberties and completely annihilating somebody and almost killing them. There is a difference. It was off the rails. It was a sneaky attack. His back was turned when Raja grabbed him for the slam. Yeah, I saw that. But the guy was selling it like all the other wrestlers would sell it. He just didn't realize that he was going to get punched and then fall on the ground and get punched another 22 times. So it's like, yeah, it's fucked up. No matter what, no matter how you spin it, it's fucked up. The guy's concussed and got rage baited. Rampage says Stu is in the hospital, awake and stable. Yeah, we read his ex earlier. No horror, that's the key problem. Or no honor. Sorry. No honor. Yeah. He's not respecting the business at all. He could have, I mean, there's so many things that Jackson could have did, Raja could have did. He could have protected his brand and said, yeah, I'm good, guys. He could have said, okay, I'm gonna walk in, I'm gonna punch you about 5 times, and then we'll figure it out. Okay. You know what I mean? Like, there was no conversation. It was Rod saying, I'm gonna fuck you up, and then he goes in the ring and fucks him up. So there was no conversation about, like, take a couple shots or whatever, you know? True concussions can give you rage outbursts, and he was constantly getting picked on, called him a bitch. I mean, you're right, but I mean, it's not against the law to be called a bitch. I'm just tired of people playing the blame game and making excuses. He needs to take responsibility for his actions. Yeah. Across the board. But like I said, everybody needs to take their accountability, but there's clearly laws broken, and I'm pretty sure they'll be dealt with. I'm pretty sure they will be dealt with. State honest. Setting up charges is only a matter of time. Oh yeah, Crow, absolutely. Raj was being pulled off and still shoved them off when because when they pulled him off and finally got him separated from him, he was trying to fight the other guys. Like, it wasn't like he was kayfabing like, oh, they got me or what, you know what I mean? Like, he was trying to fight the other fucking guys. Even after they pulled him away, he wanted to go back and finish the job. He wanted to kill him. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Beast, I expect humans to act like humans, not animals. Oh, exactly, Doc. Exactly. Having a little bit of restraint. And I'm not trying to make excuses for people that are caught in the moment. I understand that. But he also understands that he's a trained fighter. So, I've seen a few of his streams. Did not expect him to crash out. Like he seemed calm for the most part. Yeah. He thinks his career's doomed. Oh, I would. Like, how could you not? You know what I mean? How could you not think that your career's not over? Raj just wasn't ready to handle media life and hate after his almost KO, and the beer can to the head was a tipping point. Yeah, I mean, we're never going to understand his perspective, and I get that, but like I said, he still needs to have some sort of guys, I took a shot to the head a couple days ago. I can't do it. Sorry, guys. You know what I mean? And that's not bitching out. That's not like crying and taking your balls home. You know what I mean? Like, if he's there to support his boy, and it's like, guys, like, I can't do it. It's just not. I got to fight in a couple months. I'm just trying to get healthy. You know what I mean? Like, he has to have accountability for himself, not necessarily from the public or from a guy named Derek on fucking YouTube. He's got to have a combination of himself saying, yeah, guys, I'm good. I am good. I just hope I can come back without brain damage and function fully. Poor man was a vet. Yep. Time will tell how it plays out. Yeah, I think so, Doe. Absolutely, I think so. Jeez. I was just saying that giving an MMA fighter instructions to hit and tell them that someone will stop them obviously puts him in a natural environment. Only time he wasn't stopped. I don't agree with that, but you're entitled to your opinion, Cheesy. There was kids at the show too. Yeah, watching a guy that they like getting his ass whooped and blood everywhere. Yeah. Yeah. If Raj wasn't streaming, it wouldn't have done like that. He wanted to prove himself because he's almost got KO'd. Yeah, I mean, it's possible. We're never going to know. He's not going to tell us. Especially since they didn't give him any guidelines or instructions. Yeah, Cheesy, I talked about that earlier where I don't put I put the blame on the fucking white guy with the beard hitting him with the beer can. I also put the blame on Jackson being a dumbass and almost freaking murdering somebody. I put the blame on him. And then I put the blame on the whoever the head wrestling promoter was for not instructing and giving this guy's very specific instructions and saying, this is what we want you to do and nothing else. You see what I'm saying? Like, there's plenty of blame. It's not about the blame game because everybody's to blame on something. It's just the guy's on the ground defenseless and you're whooping up on this guy. Come on, guy. He wasn't clearly acting and not acting like an MMA fighter. He didn't have any control. Yippers. That's a cop-out. He don't have a minimum amount of common sense. He have zero business being anywhere where he can hurt or kill somebody. Doc, I 100% agree. And he should have the wherewithal of saying that he can hurt somebody. That's on him, man. If he can't control his shit, then that's on him. He should be in a fucking padded room. If he can't control his shit. Yeah, I get what you mean. If somebody is limp, you should know not to keep hitting him. Only rare exceptions, it might be MMA. Cheesy, I agree with you on that one. I agree with you on that one, dude. I agree. And I don't know if any wrestlers or anybody has actually commented on this. Have they? Like any big time wrestlers? I haven't seen anything that has it. Don't see anything. Yeah, I'd be anxious to see if there's an actual, professional wrestler, somebody that's got some cachet to him, that's commented on it. You know what I mean? It'd be interesting to see, to kind of get their perspective. Do they agree with, Raja protecting himself, or do they agree with the guy with the big beard and all that stuff? You know what I mean? It'd be interesting to see somebody else's perspective. Maybe somebody who grows up with a Rampage Jackson on their dad ground and pounding people with them all surviving and being fine. Yeah. Raja might be on the spectrum. He was talking to himself. Oh, Jordan, Rusev and Val Venus both said it was uncalled for. Interesting. Do you happen to know where was that on YouTube or was that on X? Okay, so Val Venus, like this one, this is from Fear Buck. The pro wrestler Raja Jackson attacked the former Army veteran suffering from PTSD and relied on a pro wrestling as a way to escape from his personal struggles. I don't necessarily agree with that, but okay. And then Val Venus had said something about it. So everyone was working except for Raja Jackson. Did I get that right? Oh, is that? Yeah, that's all he says. Huh. He didn't really deep dive. I was hoping he was going to deep dive. You know what I mean? And then Rusev. Let me see if I can find something for Rusev. Okay, yeah. Right here, Miro says. Let me, I don't know if you guys can read that. Miro, I've known and trained with Stu for 15 years. He is a former U.S. Army veteran and an amazing guy. There is no excuse for what happened in that ring. Praying for a strong kick out. Huh. I mean, that's well wishes, but I still wish that they would they would go into the see. I don't think they're ever gonna disrespect the business. You know what I mean? Yeah, both of those were on X. But yeah, I would like to keep an eye out and see if somebody else says anything. But I want them to go a little deeper. You know what I mean? Dig a little deeper. Oh, are they? SpaceX is getting ready to launch Starship. Let's go. Okay. It is kind of cool how they launch it and when they come back, they just like park it. That's kind of cool. I love just watching the videos and be like, that's sweet. I don't know a thing about it. I just know it's fucking cool. Coolness factors is going to take over every time. They relate what they showed jumping early. Yeah. So, all right, guys. Damn, I went 2 hours onto something I was just going to take like 20 minutes to talk about. Please subscribe, guys, and we will have awesome chats like this again for sure. And I have my Morning Grits show that we do 12 noon on Sundays, noon Eastern. And then I'll do a live stream talking about like pop culture stuff and just random shit, either Thursdays or Fridays. So please subscribe and we can chew the fat some more. I appreciate everybody coming and chatting. This is awesome. This is probably the best chat I've had so far. Because usually I'll get a couple people, I'll get Doc coming in and giving us shit and stuff. So I appreciate everybody. Please subscribe and then come and hang out with us again. This is super fun. Super, super fun. So, all right, guys. Later. Peace out.